If black holes are computers, according to Scientific American magazine, then does this mean that the cluster of black holes in orbit around the giant black hole at the center of our Milky Way galaxy are part of some kind of cluster computing system? As we bear in mind that black holes are believed to exist at the center of galaxies throughout the universe, including within clusters of galaxies and stars, in a concept that ties into what is called cluster computing, which is essentially a bunch of different computers acting as a singular unit. As we bear in mind the existence of what are called galaxy superclusters, which coincides with the concept of computer superclusters, with us not forgetting that black holes are supposedly computers that exist inside galaxies and clusters of galaxies, which is something that I want you to burn in your head. As we also bear in mind the concept of water-cooled cluster supercomputers and computers at large, including water or some other liquid-cooled computer cores. In a concept that coincides with the fact that galactic black hole cores are fluid-cooled, according to astrophysicists, just like certain types of CPU cores are liquid-cooled, as just noted. With the core of the Earth also being liquid-cooled by its oceans, just like a liquid-cooled CPU core, with the same being said of other Earth-type planets and moons. The architecture of the Earth is also a mirror image of a CPU, and the same could be said of other planets in our solar system and the universe at large. This brings us to the concept of what is called multi-core computing, with the cores of the planets and galaxies and even suns playing their roles in some kind of multi-core computing system that spans the universe. With this example of a plasma CPU coinciding with the notion that the suns might be plasma CPUs, as we bear in mind that suns are made of plasma. It is also significant that the chemical composition and electromagnetic dynamics of the stars at large are the same composition and dynamics as computer equipment, all of which include lots of silicon and metals in their respective dioxides and oxides. And I suspect this would include the composition of black holes, as we bear in mind once again that black holes are supposedly computers, in addition to having quantum properties, which ties into the concept of quantum computing, including quantum computing with ions, as we bear in mind that black holes produce ions, in a universe that is supposedly full of black holes. as we also bear in mind that black holes are electromagnetically charged, just like what are called charged coupled devices, aka CCD chips, for what is called bubble memory, and what is one of many applications for these chips, as we also bear in mind that the planets and even our moon is electromagnetically charged like CCD bubble memory chips, and that is not even the half of it. It's interesting because according to Gnostic theology, the stars are sentient. I also found this book called The Computer Universe on the web, written by a Muslim scholar who postulates that the Quran's take on the universe is essentially the description of a cosmic computer of some kind. I am going to conclude this video by saying that I suspect that the universe is in part a gigantic artificially intelligent machine for producing the types of machines that we are comparing the bits and pieces of the universe to. So if it is any consolation, remember this: when you're born, you download. When you die, you re-upload. If you reincarnate, then you re-download. And if you like this video, share, subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification icon so you can receive notification whenever I upload a new video.